wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope y'all are all having a fantastic and a beautiful afternoon. We got some pumps happening, guys. We got some What's going on, man? Let me just say what's up to some beautiful people. We got Prospector in the building, Heximus, Pulse Eximus. What's going on, gentlemen? I hope y'all are all having a fantastic day. We got some pumps happening in the ecosystem as well. We actually just have the pump going on with Pulse X. Hex is stalling out a little bit on the Pulse chain side, but what's funny is Hex on the Ethereum side is moving. So we're gonna take a little gander into all that. Bitcoin hit $50,000 as well, and it all just ended up working out. We got the Chiefs who won last night, so grats to the Chiefs and all the Chiefs fans. We kind of already knew that was gonna end up happening as well. We had talked about that on stream. Let me know with everyone giving a thumbs up on the video real quick. That way I can make sure audio is all good, make sure everything sounds perfectly fine. And I hope y'all are all having a fantastic day. Or fantastic night at this point in time, right? What's up, A-Fam? How you doing, my friend? We got Jake in the house. Yo. DJ Moonboy, what up with it? Dude, I hope y'all are all having a great day. Jason Smith. All right, cool. So it seems like the audio is all good on our end. I just got a new camera, so it's actually pretty interesting. It's one of those I can actually do a whole bunch of fun stuff, start zooming in, zooming out type deal. So if I actually do this, it'll actually pick up and, you know, start zooming in. Oh, of course it's not going to zoom out right now. Zoom out, you sucker. Anyways, I'm still figuring it out. All right, cool. Sound is good? Yeah, I'm still figuring out the camera on that one, so we'll figure that out a little bit later, but I hope y'all are all, again, having a fantastic day. Why aren't you working? Now I got to figure it out. Boom. Whatever. Oh, there we go. I'm just being impatient. All right, cool. Anyways, I hope y'all are all having a great day. We got Crypto Wonder in the house. What's going on, guys? Go like, share, and subscribe to that man as well. Dropping some fantastic content. As always, another member of the Pulse Nation channel. Misfit Capitalist, what's up, my friend? DJ Moonboy, what's going on? What a beautiful Hexen day. Facts on facts on facts. Can we do a zoom of all the haters? I want to see their tears. Facts on facts, man. Plenty of people are going to be out there crying. What's funny is I was seeing people who had swapped out so much Pulse into all these nonsense tokens, and then you look at how they've performed, and it's just funny how it all ends up working out, shaking out the weak hands. It's exactly like Richard Hart's drawn up, and exactly like Richard Hart said. He has 50 weeks to shake out the weak hands. We're coming up on 9 months at this point in time, or we are at the 9-month mark as well at this point in time. As a matter of fact, we are on day 277. How many months is 277 days? I'm assuming it's close to 9 months at this point in time. Yep, 9.1 months. Cool. And we actually have a Bitcoin halving coming up. We got a lot going on in the ecosystem of crypto, guys. Grayscale is doing plenty of stuff of their selling. We got some news in the ecosystem. So without further ado, let me know if there's anything that y'all are wanting to talk about. Today is more of a chill day, but at the same time, what happens when it does this, right? And so basically what I'm pointing out on this one is exactly this screen right here, guys. What happens when we start breaking above local tops? Beautiful, guys. There's so much clear skies ahead. And what's best about this, granted this is on the Pulse X chart, what's really interesting about this is we aren't that far away from its all-time high, right? Currently right now we're sitting at 40612. We get up to the all-time high, we're looking at a good little 2x from here, folks, and that is really not that far away. What's even better about this, again, if we actually pull up, say, Bitcoin, we can just start with that because Bitcoin has just hit $50,000. Again, this is a $50,000 Bitcoin. Congrats to all the people who have been holding, but for me, I don't really see it as a token that I would be purchasing. Why? Because during this time of it doing it, it's basically done a 3.2x. We've already seen this in Pulse Chain, Pulse X as well, just in the span of all the shorter times since the beginning of January. It's already done a 4x on that alone. So my money is going where it's going to treat me best, and it's going to actually make me even more gains instead of some, and again, in a safer play, instead of trying to flip on this Bitcoin game, trying to maximize these little returns. It is always going to be less and less returns on Bitcoin as well. That's just something that'll happen. We got the Bitcoin halving coming up in April, not too far away, as a matter of fact, at this point in time. ETH is doing a pump as well. ETH is following Bitcoin. So we're going to be seeing ETH probably fall in the same little category. If I was to actually pull up the RSI, let me just do, I like the stochastic RSI. So let's just pull this one up and take a little gander on what's going on. So RSI is actually looking that it's almost basically trying to figure out which way it wants to go at this point. It's almost in a situation where it's oversold, so we're going to be seeing some more pumps there, even though we've seen some pumps recently here. This is on weekly, by the way, too, for this chart. This is moving quick, guys. This is moving super fast. But checking out Pulse X once again, checking out the ratio. This is a crazy thing. Y'all, look at this ratio. This is where I have it to where, again, this little gray box that you see right here is actually going to be typically, if you were to try to play the ratio game, you would sell your Pulse X at this level for your Pulse. And then as it drops back down, am I doing that backwards? Let me make sure I'm saying this correctly. Down here, you want to buy. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. I'm saying it right. So basically up here, you want to be doing a little swap. You got a little 2-to-1 ratio, meaning you would get a damn good deal. And down here, you would get a lot more if it actually came back down. So imagine we do this little ratio where you see it play up and why aren't you marking? Where you see it play up right here and you see it go into this little zone. We are pretty damn close. And then it comes back down into this zone. You can do a whole bunch of little swaps and all sorts of stuff. So get ready for people to be playing that game. Not something I'm necessarily going to be trying to do on that one as well. Oh, my alerts are so small. Appreciate that as well, my guy. Super chat coming through on that one. Appreciate you. We got Nico saying E-Hex to 3 cents by May. Damn. I like it. I like it a lot, man. Let's take a little look at what E-Hex is actually sitting on right now. E-Hex is currently sitting above a penny. So grats to the E-Hex side and the E-Hex chart. We're looking right above a penny once again. We really want to hold the penny this time. We actually flipped a 9 and 15 EMA on the bear side. We went bearish for a little bit. Didn't last too long. The 9 and 15 flipped again back on the 10th of February, so 2 days ago, and we've actually been pumping since. We really do want to hold the 1 cent level this time. We've kind of played around this 1 cent threshold for a little bit. We really want to just get way past the 1 cent threshold, y'all. That's the goal. When this happens, again, there's not really too many other times that this thing was sitting here. The most that it's really been, basically since Pulse Chain has launched, is right at 1.5 cents, right? Somewhere in this little ballpark, 1.448. So, what happens when we get above that, guys? Again, bullish, guys. Now, again, this is a chart just on Pulse Chain, right? We can look at the whole hex chart on the Ethereum side if you really wanted to. But let's just look at recent events and see what's going on. We do want to hold the 1 cent level. Would love to continue to keep pushing this forward. We are a little bit high on the stochastic RSI, so expect a little bit of a capitulation. Probably come back, retest this level would be my guess. Want to test that 1 cent. I really want it to hold as support. We got a chance to see it a couple times where it's kind of flipped into the 1 cent range. I think that's just more traders doing what they do at this point. So I'm not too concerned in saying like that's something that's guaranteed to be going down. So what do we do? Does it hold 1 cent? Does it keep going? We're going to find out soon enough, right? That's what we want to be seeing. On the other side of things, we have Pulse Chain going up and doing incredible things once again. It's about to break its previous local top. This is incredible stuff, guys. Super freaking awesome stuff. And even if you look at the volume on this as well, you can see a nice little divergence on this one, where you actually see the down on here still pumping. That is super bullish in my opinion. I don't really care for volume too much, but it does give you an indication as to, is it just kind of like a false rally type pump, or are we really starting to pump? So the volume is still pretty low if you ask me at this point in time. We'd really want to start seeing this volume kind of tick up like we had seen over here in these ranges for those big rallies to start coming through. Now granted, this is all, once again, why I'm in these tokens. This did a 3x in the span of 12 days. Whereas again, Bitcoin, looking back at that chart, Bitcoin had only done a 3x back from November. So yeah, I'm looking to definitely make faster gains than that. And we're about to be doing plenty of pumps as well. We got Pulse Chain sitting on the 16% for the last 30 days. This is what I was talking about with the Ethereum or the Pulse Chain hex side of things. It looks like people are kind of starting to fizzle out on the Pulse Chain side hex, which is very interesting. The reason why I believe that's the case is we got so much liquidity in the Pulse Chain ecosystem that it's a lot tougher to pump the price in this system. Whereas on the Ethereum hex side, yo, the liquidity on that is looking freaking juicy. So let me say what's up to some beautiful people as well. We about to rip up. Yep, sir. We sure are. A fam. Sounds good. Appreciate. Sound is good. Appreciate. Crypto Wonder Podcast. Fire. Appreciate. Drix. What's going on, my friend? Alan Fizme. Can we do a zoom of all the haters? Yeah, exactly. Let's see it. Mo digging it. Dude, what's going on, my friend? What's good? Pulse Believer. Sup, sir? Pulse ecosystem pumping. Keep on adding to the bag. Absolutely. Continue to do that. You should always continue to be adding to the bag, guys. Like we've stated in the past that, or at least I have for sure, that you want to DCA for the first 12 to 18 months of a new token coming out. I think a lot of people had wished they had done that with Hex when it first launched. And you look back and they say, well, you know, I was trading, I was doing this, I was selling my whole position, I was getting out, I was doing all these different crazy things. And it's all nonsense. It's always nonsense, right? But within that nonsense is some truth. And that truth actually comes down to this chart right here. So let's go ahead and show it once again. This chart right here is the actual hex chart from all the way back here. Now imagine if you had just DCA'd 365 days. So right, boom. You DCA'd for 365 days. Your price was still below a penny the entire time. So even if you DCA'd for the entire first year, not staking, not doing anything crazy, literally just DCAing for the entire first year of it launching, you went and did, and again, this is actually a little bit off because the chart starts, or Hex launched on December 2nd. So let's just pull it back a couple of days. So we're going to go for 355. Sure. We're going to go right here. If you just DCA'd for the first 12 months of this token being out, for Hex being out, your average entry price would be far below a penny. And during that time, you would then get to see it rally all the way up to 56 cents. And then even if it rode all the way back down, which it did, even down here, that barely touched the price where you last entered your last DCA. And then above that, you've been in straight profit the entire time. This is what charts do, folks. This is how charts look. Whenever a token comes out, there's a point in time where these prices are never going to be seen again. You can look at any chart in general. Go back to Bitcoin. Here's again a nice little Bitcoin chart on this one. So a nice little Bitcoin chart here. Price is never seen. Price is never seen. Price is never seen again. Okay? Go to Ethereum. Same exact story. Price is never seen. Price is never seen again. Price is never seen again. Like, are there going to be times where it pulls back? Sure. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen. But the strategy is DCA for 12 to 18 months. It's not crazy. And if you just DCA for 12 to 18 months, you would be in profit, my friends, no matter what. And I think that's what people commonly forget. And at that point in time, they always want to hit the home run. And I get we want to speed things up. I get we want to get to the finish line faster. It's a marathon, guys. It's not a sprint, right? If you're looking at this from a marathon perspective of a 26-mile race being Pulse Chain launching in May of 2023, 26 months later, right? We got June of 2025, somewhere in that little range. That's probably going to be around the top. And so everyone's trying to get to 2025 already. Everyone wants to be at the finish line already. And again, I'd say, like, what's the rush? But I understand, like, working the slave job and being a slave wage is not necessarily the way you want to do it. But if you just did this for 12 to 18 months, no matter what, for the rest of the time, you'd be in profit. And I think it's so often that people do forget this because they get caught up in the hype of, I need to get to 1000x. I want to see it do 100x. I want to see it do this. DCA for 12 to 18 months, and at the end of it, you're going to be absolutely happy that you did everything that you could. Let me say what's up to some more people real quick. Let me throw a little wrench for Wonder, man. You got a wrench coming your way, Mr. Wonder. And I know you don't necessarily want or need or anything like that, but you got it, my boy. Sounds like a baby. What's up, sir? Pulse ecosystem pumping. Keep on adding to the bags. Facts. Facts on facts. And yeah, dude, this is exactly what is coming down right now, guys. Where are you going to be at a year from now, right? Are you going to be trying to still play with these other meme coins, new meme coin of the day, new shiny object? Are you going to try to be minting your NFTs? I did a fun math, and I was looking at some NFTs on sale happening in the ecosystem of Pulse Chain. Some of them are selling with the floor price of 3 million Pulse. Some of them are 20 million Pulse. Some of them are 12 million Pulse. And I said, dude, if this thing even just did go into a penny, okay? You'd be sitting on so much additional cash that NFT is probably not going to get you there. And I just don't see the waste, or if it's not going to do what I'm trying to get done. Now, if you're trying to do it for fun, sure. If you're like, you want to be a part of it, sure. If you're saying it's, 1% of the portfolio is in NFTs, all right, cool. But like most of the time, people are trying to get these NFTs to sell the NFTs for a higher price. People are launching NFTs so that way they can collect your Pulse. They're taking the Pulse away from you because they understand Pulse is a valuable asset. Pulse is a valuable resource. And so they're launching these NFTs saying, hey, man, come on over, mint it. It's just a million Pulse. What's a million Pulse at this point in time? And granted, if you try to pull up a million Pulse on this one, probably not too expensive in order to get a million Pulse, right? And so we can actually pull up the exact numbers. Why not? So in order to get 1 million Pulse at this point in time, boom, flip it, and 1 million Pulse, $147 right now, okay? So people are saying, it's just a million Pulse, just a million Pulse. I don't see it as just a million Pulse, man. I see this sucker doing many, many hundreds of X's going forward into the future. So why are you trying to rush to the finish line, guys? Why are you trying to get there so quickly? What is so urgent in your life that when you get there, are you even going to know what to do when you get there? Probably not, right? Like, what are you trying to rush to the end for? I'm not trying to take any shortcuts. I don't want to be distracted. I'm not trying to play the games where I do that kind of stuff. And I think it happens all the time where it's easy to get distracted, guys. Let me see again, dude. Uber tricked me, ATX. Your Twitter price predictions are giving me the vapors. Alan Fizame, what's going on, man? Yeah, exactly. Saying what's up to Wonder for sure. Everyone say what's up to Wonder. Absolutely legend on this one. What do you think about the ETH ETF? I mean, it's gonna happen. What do you mean? What is the question on that one, Nathan? I like the name too because that's my name, and Nathan is a great name. It means gift of God, by the way. Anyways, hit the like for the Christmas tree for sure. Absolutely. Appreciate that, Prospector. Hope you talk about the 3.4 billion hex stake for 45 days. I know, dude, that was an incredible thing as well. And if y'all haven't seen that, you can actually go to Twitter and go to Hex Whale Alert, basically, I believe is what the handle is called. Am I tripping? Hex Alerts. Okay, cool. Whale Hex is what it's called. So Whale Hex is the actual Twitter handle on that one. And the best part about it is they have awesome information. So let's share it. Boom. If you go on over to Twitter, go to Hex Alerts and follow this information. You got 4 million hex stake for 800 days, giving them roughly about 179 T-shares. Let me zoom in once again, looking a little bit. All right, cool. We got Pulse Chain doing a payout of 6.9 hex per T-share, which again, guys, this number is going to keep constantly increasing. Soon it'll be an average of 7. I remember when I got in, it was like an average of 4.5. Then it was 5. And then it was 6, where the constant payout per day per T-share keeps increasing and keeps increasing and keeps increasing. So I get paid more every single day, no matter what happens. And then people are going to end stakes early. People are going to exit the system. People are going to fall victim to the new shiny object and get caught up doing something silly. Maybe they're going to see more money than they've ever seen in their life, and so they end up pulling it. And so get ready for that. Whale Hex is doing it. Yep, we got some charts going on. This is a fun chart that actually Crispy Man came up with, by the way. So the BTC had a free claim period. If y'all weren't familiar with it, BTC had a free claim period. Oh, I'll make it so that way. No, you can see it pretty easily. The BTC had a free claim period with Hex, where you could actually come in, and if you had some Bitcoin, you could get a free claim for adoption. If you didn't do it, it would actually automatically stake it for 350 days. And what happened after that? Well, this is how many stakes were done at that time. The BTC free claim was all done. And Crispy Man did a great job basically saying they're 100% penalized now. So anyone who did not claim their Hex were left, and basically you get penalized for every week that goes by that you do not end your stake in Hex. You lose 1%, right? And so you lose 1% of the capital, lose 1% of the capital, lose 1%. Do that for 100 weeks. It's exactly what just went down. Hex has been out 4+ years now at this point in time, folks. So there were 4,869 stakes on Pulse Chain, which could be good accounted, which would move the T-share rate up by 950, or would remove 958 T-shares out of the pool and distribute all that to the stakers. I absolutely love this. We got 4.3 million here, and these people are staking, guys. It's incredible. Let's find the one where you actually had the whale. Yeah, Martini guy's basically saying this. He's showing his portfolio's got 3.7 million Hex at this point in time, valued at $28,000, and that was back on February 7th, and that number is also going to continue to increase too. I watched the Hex documentary, realized Hex is actually utility. Yeah, it definitely has utility, folks. I like the utility. It's my favorite. So you got people coming around to Hex again. You got 1 million Hex stake for 55.55. Bullish as all can be, folks. 55.55 club. Where you at? Put it in the comments. Anyone on the replay, if you're stake 55.55, throw a 55.55 in the chat, folks. Let the people know that you're here. I got 55.55s going out. I just did one the other day. I was realizing that I was sitting on these liquid Hex, and I was like, what am I sitting liquid Hex for? Send it! So I sent it out 55.55, because why not? My future self will thank me, man. I didn't need it right now. There ain't no point in sitting on liquid Hex, guys. Put that yield to work. If you're holding liquid Hex, it better just be building a position. The idea of holding liquid Hex and doing nothing with it, like staking, is just missing out. Let me see if I can go down to where we actually end up getting the billion Hex that was staked. 150 million Hex stake for 1,265 days. What is that? Almost 5 years? What was the fun math on that? 1,265 divided by 365. I'm terrible at math. That's 3.5 years. I'm absolutely tripping. But either way, that's an incredible, incredible thing. 3.4 billion Hex. God, dude, that's man, that's incredible. 3.4 billion Hex was staked, man. Gosh, that's incredible. And we've looked at this wallet too before, folks, but might as well look at it again, right? Might as well. You go to hexscout.com for all of your Hex staking data. This is an incredible website. They have it available on your phone for iPhone and Android. Incredible website, incredible peeps. Shout out to Hex Scout. These folks who did that stake right there are sitting on 6 billion Hex. Oh my God. Liquid and staked and accrued. 6 billion, folks. Wow. They're still sitting on $300,000 of other assets, 1 billion in Pulse, almost 3 billion in Pulse X. Incredible, guys. They just did one the other day for 45 days. This was a native stake. They have 6.2 billion staked in general. They've already earned 1.4 million Hex stake. It's a 45-day duration. That's the average weighted stake length for this particular wallet. They love the 45 days. And why not? It's paying them 10%. Like, are you kidding me? They literally get to come in here, stake this sucker out. When they stake it out, 2.7 billion Hex was staked. They got 93,000 T-shares. And the yield alone is absolutely wild. And I can't wait to see a day where there's going to be a payout of 20 hex per T-share. Right? And it's like 93,000. So I'll just do 93,100 times 7. Yeah, literally 629,000 hex every single day. Rolling in, rolling in, rolling in, rolling in. And they're doing this while the prices are extremely low. Imagine when that's $1 per hex, guys. You see $1 per hex, I also see $1 per hex. And well beyond. And what happens when they're earning $600,000 a day? Oh my god. And then that in 45 days just for S's and G's is $29 million just a hex at $1. Oh my god. That's 2.7 billion staked. Oh my god, they staked on both chains? Let's go, dude. That's incredible. So they got, and this is what I was talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about, folks. You can probably stake damn near the same exact amount of hex, and you get so much more T-shares by staking on the Ethereum side. Now, yes, do the Ethereum fees suck? Can't deny it. Can't deny it. The Ethereum fees suck, guys. The Ethereum fees are a pain in the ass. You gotta wait. You gotta pay attention. You have to try to time when the gas fees are gonna be good. You have to be seeing when the gas fees are good, so you'd be looking at Gwei over here trying to say, when am I gonna be staking? When am I gonna be ending my stake? Hey, it is what it is at that point in time, right? It's what you have to do to transact on the network. Hopefully Ethereum gets its shit together, but if not, welcome to Pulse Chain, guys, where you can transact for a penny. Because right now, if I wanted to swap, it's going to cost me $35. If I want to send something somewhere, it's going to cost me $30. If I want to transact on the Pulse Chain network right now, and again, we've looked at these before, but if you just go look at where the gas is sitting right now, it's going to cost you less than a penny to send any PRC20 to anyone. If you want to send PLS, 1/10 of that. If you want to swap tokens, 2 cents. Wow. Wow. That is incredible. This is where you want to go to transact, guys. Period. End of story. You want to do something on the ETH network? Congrats, you're going to be priced out. You can only do so many swaps. You want to do these NFT games on the ETH network? Congrats, you're going to be priced out. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. But it is what it is. Let me go through some chats real quick as well. What? Oh, 55-55s. I love it, dude. I'm seeing all the 55-55s coming through. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, what's up, man? Let me go back through some chats real quick. 1 second here. Cool. So we got hit the like, exactly. Definitely talked about the 3.4 billion hex. Oh, shit, we kind of got distracted, didn't we? Or at least I did. I said we, but we definitely got distracted. So right here is what we're talking about. The difference between staking on Pulse Chain and staking on Ethereum. It's going to cost you the exact same amount of hex to get a certain amount of T-shares. Damn near identical, okay? Because they're pretty close. However, because the price is so much more inexpensive on the ETH hex side of things, you get so many more tokens. Not only do you get more tokens, it allows you the ability to get more T-shares. So this person probably ended up putting in, at my guess, a similar dollar amount to get this amount of hex. That hex got them 2.6 billion on Pulse Chain and got them 3.5 billion on the Ethereum side. Now, because they got more hex on the Ethereum side, they almost got 30% more T-shares just by doing that. So remember we had talked about yield per day? They're earning 630,000 hex per day in the daily payout per T-share, or because of all these T-shares. On the Ethereum hex side, that's on Pulse Chain. On the Ethereum hex side, they're earning 811,000 hex per day. Almost 1 million hex per day. Don't know the exact difference on that one. Whoops. Didn't mean to pull that up. Don't know what the exact difference is on that. I'm going to play some music for... dude, I don't know why the music's not coming through on the speaker, but I'm going to have it going in my little headset right now. And I'll work it out because, again, this is a whole new setup. You're kind of seeing everything done a little differently. I'll work it out. I'll get it fixed to where we'll have it where you can also hear the same music. Because it's enjoyable music in the background, man. What else we got? What else we got going on? What else we got going on? But yeah, you get so much more hex. You get so many more T-shares. And because you get so many more T-shares, you get more hex because you earn more yield. So don't sleep on staking your hex on the Ethereum network because of the gas fees. Instead, what you can do for yourself is send it out longer. That allows yourself the ability to get gains on the ecosystem of this bull cycle. So for example, let's just say you have 100,000 hex on Pulse Chain and 100,000 hex on Ethereum. Let's just use these numbers as base numbers, okay? You send out 100,000 hex on the Ethereum side, 5 years. You send out the Ethereum on the Pulse Chain side, the 100,000 hex, maybe till 2025, maybe 1 year, right? You allow yourself the ability to still get the bull run cycle. You get the ability to earn the additional yield. Because you've earned the additional yield, you allowed yourself to enter a full cycle of a bull, so you get the gains from Pulse Chain, Pulse X, Incentive Token, and Hex, and any other tokens that you may have been invested in for multiple gains during a bull run. You can then use some of those gains to pay for the Ethereum gas fees. So don't sleep on staking your hex on the Ethereum side because you get so many more T-shares, guys. So many more T-shares. I got hex stakes on both. I advise you check out and do the same if you can. Yep, can we? Yeah, let me just see. Can we? DCA at these prices, 100%. Can we vote for Crypto Wonder to get a wrench? He got one, my friend. DJ Moonboy, DCA for the win for sure. Much appreciated, brother. Of course, what do you think about the ETH ETF? And let me come back. I actually saw you answer that as well. How do you think the ETH ETF will affect the markets, and do you have any loose plans around it launching? Thank you, bro. No, with the ETH side of things, it's gonna cause a pump, just like everything else. When Ethereum, just like Bitcoin had happened, and we can take a little gander here. It's gonna play out the exact same. It's always buy the rumor, sell the news, folks, right? And so when you're looking at Bitcoin, for example, this was when around the time it got approved for the ETF, right? And so you're seeing all this come through. Bitcoin actually had a buy the rumor event. This is all buying the rumor up to the ETF. ETF got launched. Sell the news, right? It's all the way over here because this is weekly. I'm on weekly. I thought this was daily. So this is buy the rumor all the way up here. ETF gets approved. It's a sell the news event, right? That's a sell the news event. However, markets are knowing it's a bull cycle. They understand that the next new rumor going around is the next event going around is Bitcoin halving. Now, ETH may have something coming out where it's going to reduce their gas fees or blah, 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 blah. They're going to have something that comes out. Who knows exactly what it's going to be. But it's going to be a buy the rumor event for the Ethereum price. This is where you're going to buy the rumor going up. Whenever the ETF launches, that's a sell the news event. And if you do sell, have a plan to get back in if you are planning that as well. Because it's not just going to drop down. Probably never see these prices again, by the way. Like, do we ever see $1,500 ETH again? So if you got any ETH and under 1,000, grats. Grats. If you got any ETH well before that, congrats even more. A lot of people, we're just sitting up here. Now, I just buy my ETH and use it to transact. I'm not using it as a store value or gain or a play. But ETH could be seeing 25,000 this cycle, folks. And that's just a 10x for ETH. So it's not like it's the craziest thing ever looking at the ETH side of things. But yeah, it's 100% going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news. You can know that you're going to be going into the rumor already at that point in time. They've already kind of given a hint that they're going to be approving, right? At this point, does it get approved right away? Who knows? But now that they've approved the Bitcoin ETF, it's going to be even harder for them to deny the ETH ETF. And let's just talk about this, man. Bitcoin, fucking President Biden, this dummy. He over here doing the fucking Bitcoin laser eyes. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. President Joe Biden, your president, our president of the United States, basically said, he said in a cryptic tweet, and it wasn't about Bitcoin, so he says, but he did the fucking laser eyes, dude. This is known to be the laser eyes for Bitcoin. And so I think he ended up inevitably pumping it. Now, the crazy part is he basically says in the post, just like we drew it up. Oh, that's going to open up Twitter right there. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, he's not even hiding it anymore. I was like, this dude's got dementia or something at this point. We already knew the Chiefs were going to win. That wasn't a speculation. That wasn't a guess. All the energy going toward it, and all the people, and all the Swifties, and everyone watching. It's all fucking rigged. It's all fucking rigged. So we already knew the Chiefs were going to win. And this motherfucker has the tenacity to come out on Twitter and say just like we drew it up. Yeah, you can't make this up, man. Joe, what the fuck? Oh, dude, I don't even care. All these people over here just bitching. Whatever. Too funny, man. Too funny. I thought it was hilarious, as a matter of fact. That shit has me laughing for sure. Like, for real, that has me truly laughing. That's hilarious, man. But, yep, Kansas City Chiefs won. It wasn't a surprise to anyone. At least it shouldn't have been, I hope. What we got else? What else we got going on in the crypto world, crypto news space? Let's take a little gander here, y'all. Oh, I can't really read that text at all. Is there a dark mode on here? Is it all the way at the bottom, maybe? I feel like all websites should have a dark mode. It's 2024, guys. What are we doing? Decrypt, give me a dark mode. Give me dark mode on here. Can I go here? Is there dark mode? Nope. Alright, cool. No dark mode for you. So I can't read the chat while it's going on there, but all is good. What else we got going on? So going to Decrypt, just in general, once again. We got crypto game Pixels is launching. Pfft, have fun with that. We got ERC 404s talking about this shit again. Fuck those ERC 404s. Hey, not much happening. Let's just talk about that. Not much happening, man. HEX is definitely king. Awesome chart, 100%. What's up, Pothead? How you doing, my friend? As much as I love the green candles, I miss the price for sure. Yeah, anyone who truly believes in the price and truly believes in the crypto and truly believes in the future of it want lower prices for longer so they can scoop up as much as they can. Why wouldn't you? The people who want to sell, capitulate, get out, look for their escape, you know, try to get out of the rat race, whatever it is. They're looking for that 2, 3, 5x, which is why they're messing around with these meme coins. One thing I noticed about these meme coins is they aren't buying bags of Pulse and Pulse X, guys. And that's just stupid as all can be. They're going in heavy with them. 90, 95% of their portfolio. So everyone wants to talk about this whole lottery ticket play. People don't give a shit about a lottery ticket play, man. They're going in ham on these fucking plays. I don't agree with it. I think they should be doing something like a lottery ticket play for sure. Or at least a small percent of their portfolio. 5, 10% allocation. Doing small little bits here and there. If you want to mess with that, do it. Whatever. So be it. Chances that it ends up outperforming, probably not that much. Chances that you get out in time, probably not that good. It's just not worth it to me. I'm not trying to figure out, do I need to sell? Is this time? Do I sell half? I don't want that stress, man. I've been there. I've been a trader before. It's not fun. It is not fun at all. It brings stress at night. You start looking at the chart all the time. It's trash. Absolute trash. Grayscale is looking pretty damn juicy with all of their prices as well. They've already got 400,000 Bitcoin as well. So, wow. 23 billion. Oh my God. These ETF, dude, people are about to see an ETF double. No one's ever made a double in an ETF in a year. Never been done before. People are about to see it right now. Yo, this Bitcoin's getting scooped up as well. BlackRock's coming through. And what's funny is these financial analysts are coming through and they're actually... Let me see something real quick. Give me a sec, guys. 8:37. Okay, cool. All right, back to being good. Let me know all is good on the stream as well for the quality. We're going to win so hard it's going to hurt. 100%. ETH gas fees versus Pulse fees. Yeah, 100%. The payout is always going to go up. 100%. Get that 10-year stake premium, fellas. Don't be afraid. Send something out, man. If you're willing to take a risk on sending $200 or $100 or $1,000 in some meme coin thinking it's going to do something good for you, try to believe in yourself a little longer. Try to have a little bit more of a diamond hand approach. Try to learn how to have conviction in an ecosystem. Try to learn what delayed gratification means. The first step of doing that is possibly by sending something out 15 years. Locking it up. Saying, I'll see you in 15 years, man. We recommend you use the stream bitrate. Okay, cool. I got to change the stream bitrate real quick. Give me one sec, guys. I'm seeing a little delay on my end. So let me actually fix something here because I actually got 4K. So we're actually upgraded on this one as well, guys. We're doing a little increase on our product or output for us as well. So output, and what did it say to do? 25,000? Oh, give me one sec here. Let me flip this here, go back here. And what did it say? 20, I'll just copy that. Cool. We're gonna go to settings and output. Boom. All right, cool. All right, stream should be good now. We should be all set, but either way, let me know. Get that 10-year hex for sure. Don't be afraid of of billions of hex stakes such that if they sell, they could drain the liquidity. Aren't you afraid? Okay, so Space D 007, yeah, I said it right. Aren't you afraid of billions of hex stake such that if they sell, they could drain the liquidity? Just a question. Yeah, most of the time it's just going to get bought back up, and if the prices go down, it goes down for a small little bit. They can only drop so much, which is why you see things like BankX. Ooh, I got a delay in my stream. I'm seeing lag for sure. Camera is looking crisp. Okay, cool. I was seeing lag on my end, so let me know if it's all good. Because I'm trying out some different stuff, so I'm just changing some settings live on stream. So if you see a little delay or something, I'll go back and check it out later. But people are so worried, you know, BankX having 700 million hex. There's people with billions of hex. You know what? Here's a fun thing to do. Y'all may have never even done this before. If you go to etherscan.io, you can actually look up holders as well. So if I go to etherscan.io, type in my hex, pull up this token right here, I can actually start looking for the holders. And when you go into holders, you can see who's holding what. Ooh, this one does have a dark mode. Yes, sir. So you can actually see what's holding what. So we got 334,000 holders. We haven't even hit 1 million yet. Congrats. You're still below 1 million people, okay? The number one holder is the PulseX Sacrifice with 250 billion hex stake. Or 250 billion hex. Wild. That is freaking wild. Guys, 250 billion hex? That's never going to be sold? That's never going to be dumped on you? That's never going to be dropped on the open market? Gone from existence, probably never to be seen again? That's my conviction right there. Then you got this individual right here, 100 billion, 555. Congrats. And guess what? They had this before Pulse Chain launched, by the way. Because if you actually look it up on Pulse Chain, this wallet address, which you can go to hexscout.com, you can actually see their portfolio. You know, I don't want to, yeah, I'll just go here. So they have liquid hex. They have liquid hex. It's all liquid, but they're sitting on 200 billion hex. 200 and bill. Dude, I can't even imagine this number, guys. Imagine sitting on $3 billion worth of hex. Like, they don't have the ability to even drop it on the open market. There's not enough liquidity to be able to eat it up. You would eat so much slippage, even trying to sell 100 million, 500 million. You would take so much slippage. And that's less than 1% or less than 5% of that portfolio. Pfft. So I'm not too worried about that, to answer the question. Hopefully that makes some sense. But you can actually go in here and just see. There's some wallets in here that are holding 980 million, 1.3 billion, 700 million. That's probably the BankX wallet. 600 million here, 300 million here, 200 million here, 200 million here. There's plenty of people with plenty of stake or plenty of hex. So much. There's going to be whales in the ecosystem of every ecosystem, man. It's going to happen. But I wouldn't let that affect you in your decision. Hopefully you wouldn't let it affect you in your decision. Yep. So yeah, to answer the question, I really don't worry about it at all. They could definitely drain the liquidity for sure, and it would just get bought back up. Whether it's a slow ride or just immediate buy up, right? First, they have to take a massive slippage to do an open market dump would be dumb. You have many other ways of doing it, whether it be providing liquidity through limit orders. There's so many other different strategies you could do. Reading through the chat real quick. What's up, Julian Soul? If you had 10K, would you put 60-40 between Pulse and Pulse X? 6K through Pulse and 4K through Pulse X? Speaking of, dude, the ratio on Pulse X, we're almost at a 1-to-2 ratio. I don't know if y'all seen that. Pulse X is almost on a 1-to-2 ratio. Which is wild, guys. And I'll show you as well exactly what I'm talking about. So we're going to hide this. And again, this is the Pulse X chart. You just come up to the top up here on Deck Screener. Click to flip the WPLS. And if you really wanted to, I could just invert the pair. So maybe it's a little bit easier to understand. So that way you don't see it as half. You just see it as what it is. So we're at the point in time where you're basically almost at a 1-to-2 ratio, y'all. Meaning that for every one pulse, you get 2 Pulse X. Wow. Super bullish for Pulse X, by the way. That is very bullish. And what's going to be funny, what happens when we get to a 1-to-1? What happens when Pulse X outperforms Pulse for a little bit? They're all going to move. It's just a matter of what's going to do what. But what happens when it comes down to a 1-to-1 ratio? Hey, again, this is something that has been flipped. Like, there's times where it's 1-to-4. That's basically the cap of where we've seen it. A 1-to-4 ratio. A 1-to-4 ratio. Not bad at all. We've basically seen as low as a 1-to-2 ratio as well. And what's going to be funny is Pulse X could outperform and get into this below 1-to-2 ratio. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see how this is all going to play out, man. I can't wait. It's incredible. Incredible. So what would I do, man? I don't know. I'm a fan of all the 4 tokens. If you don't have any hex, you go where your bag's light, first of all, right? If you're just getting started in general, I wouldn't just dump it straight in. Granted, we got some prices that have been happening. Come on, Echo. Putting pups up? Okay, love you. Whoa. What did I just do? How did I just do that? Oh, I kicked that down. That was on me. Interesting. Didn't even know how I could kick it down. Track me! Alright, cool. See if it does. Haha! Oh, I turned it off. Damn. Turn it back on. Yes. Yeah. Hey. Alright, cool. And we in green screen right now. Y'all already know. I'm going to turn it off once again. Come on. Camera. There it goes. So, we're at a point in time where if you don't have any, look at where your bag's light, first of all, right? Like, set a little goal, DCA your way in. Don't just go ape in. If you want to, you can. Right? Not financial advice. Buying at these levels, you're not going to be upset. Because 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 1 year from now, we're never going to see these prices again. So even if you buy right now, yeah, you may experience a dip. There could be a pullback. It happens every single time you come in with a good lump sum of cash. So just be aware of that if it does happen. And then don't FOMO out trying to do something stupid like pull out, trying to get more late. Like, don't do that. Just wait. If you buy and the prices go down, cool. You got to wait a little bit longer. That's all it means. But stop trying to hit a home run, right? DCA your way in. If you got 1,000 or if you got 6K, maybe you do 2K a week. Or if you got 10K in total, maybe you do 2K a week for 5 weeks. 1,000 in Pulse, 1,000 in Pulse X. Not financial advice, but different strategies, right? 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here. At the end of the 5 weeks, you're pretty happy, right? And then you get to capture whether it's up or down or whatever. Now, granted, we could actually see it just keep going up. Okay. Wonder why. I'm gonna get the music going on here soon. Here, I'll share the music with y'all for a sec. Can I share the music? Wonder if I could. Oh, I have to select it here. Hold on, hold on. I didn't realize I had to select it here. Hold up, hold up. Which one do I need to be choosing? Okay. Here, give me 1 sec. Can y'all hear the music? Let me know if you can hear the music. Put a little 1 in the chat, put something in the chat. Let me know if you can hear the music. I don't see anybody commenting. What happened? Is the music on? Is the music off? I see it going. It says it's playing. I just don't know if it's long. Cool. Music good. Thank you, Dr. H. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're just gonna have some fun, man. This is a fun little chill stream on this one. Checking some stuff out, checking some charts out, checking some prices out, looking what's possible in the future. If you come in here and you are buying at these levels, just FYI, just know that you're basically buying near local tops, for example, right? Like Pulse Chain or Pulse X on this example. This is Pulse Chain for this example. This is a local top right here, guys. Right? Hasn't been that high before, so do we break above it? Probably. And what happens when we break above it? We continue to go into new local tops, right? And then we get into the point in time where we end up doing a double, and we're at the point in time where we are now sitting nice and happy, where literally everybody is in profit. You understand, when a token is making new all-time highs, everybody is in profit, no matter when you bought. So don't try to make like the craziest play ever, but you're buying near local tops. And granted, when things are kind of like this and it's a nice little pump happening, I'm more of a fan of letting things kind of calm back down a little bit. Drops are expected after a pump. So when you're seeing this little pump happen, we should or could go back down lower. Ideally, what you'd want to see is a continuation of higher lows and higher lows and higher lows, and then it just continues on the way up, right? Now, whenever something's making new all-time tops or new local tops, typically we will actually retest it 3 times. So what I could see happening is it coming down here, maybe pulling back a little bit, trying again, maybe coming up, and then pumping through. Now, if that really is the way it ends up going, we'll have to wait and see. A whale could come in right now and just absolutely freaking skyrocket it right back to all-time highs. Straight up. A whale. Dude, there's billionaires in the ecosystem, folks. Billionaires. Billionaires. They got more money than you can fathom. And with $1 million into these projects on every single time, you'd be pumping the price up like ridiculous numbers. Crazy ridiculous numbers. What's the biggest buy someone has done on here? Can we figure that out? Let's see if we can figure that out. So I'm going to do a little search on here and just see if I can even just... Has someone ever bought $1 million on the open market? I don't... Wow, there's already out there? So on May, so when we first started, $1.96 million had entered. Dude, I had no idea. Have they bought again? They did just one buy in the very beginning. Puh. Shit, they pumped that shit. They were the reason why that shit pumped up to what it did. Next person was this one, 1.2 million on that one. Let me get rid of this. Let me hide this. And then let's just take a look at this one. So they got 1.26 million here. That was on May 24th. So this is all when Pulse Chain first launched, right? So you got May 30th, May 24th. You have two purchases of $1 million. Has this individual bought again? Let's see. They've only done the 2 purchases. What happens when they come back? Oh, granted, this is on buys. Have they sold? Let's just see. Wow, they've only bought. Incredible, guys. Incredible. That's what I'm saying. Incredible. Incredible. I haven't even checked this out before. Y'all are seeing this as well with me. People are already selling $2 million at a time. Or people have sold $2 million before. I bet you this person's a net seller. Okay. They bought May 16th. 1.96 million. And they sold 7 million. 8 million. 6. What the fuck is this? 369. They basically sold $3 million. Bad whale. Bad whale. Well, now I gotta see what else they're holding, man. Because why not, right? Like, what we doing, man? Now I'm just kind of curious. This is my little curiosity gets me sometimes. I start trying to look around and I'm like, hey, what's going on with everything? Let me just see what else they got going on. And I don't even want to just do that one. I'm actually going to go further and we're actually going to dive into this wallet right here. Search text is too long. Oh, is that a transaction hash? Cool. Give me one sec, guys. One sec. Yeah, it is a transaction hash. Shoot. Go to Otter. Nope. Nope. Not that one. Otter.pulsechain.com. Transaction hash. Alright, cool. Now I got the wallet. Now we can actually do what I wanted to do a second ago. Boom. So what's this wallet holding? $28 million. $28 million. All on Pulse Chain for the most part. They almost have $1 million in the Ethereum side. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. What did I click? What did I even click? Huh. Dark. Cool. Alright. Let me go back and search that address once again. $29 million sitting on what they got. What they got, man. Huh? They're whale for sure. Sucks for them. They probably lost a lot of money on the 9-inch. But it's all good. Wow, they're trying to support everything. This is a fucking degen. Congrats. They got money, man. Like, I'm not hating. It's just not the play I would do for someone who doesn't have the millions already. Yeah, they got 1.9 million or billion staked in there. They've staked everywhere. They're in 9-inch. They're in fucking all of it. Liquid loans, Fame, Fiat, fucking Icosa, Zen, like crazy. What are we doing? What are we doing? Got distracted. So that individual still sitting on plenty of money. Oh, I was trying to see how much pulse they had. How much? Yeah, because that's what they sold. How much pulse do they have? This is what crazy. This is what trips me out, man. They're holding all this, all these tokens. They don't have any pulse in here. Liquid, at least. That's wild. That's confusing to me personally, right? But is what it is. They have 82 billion. I'm saying this right. 1,000 million billion. Yeah, they have 82 billion PulseX in that pool. Dude, earning stupid ink rewards. They got 1.5 million ink. Fuck. Imagine ink going back up to $80 for this individual, guys. Stupid money. Stupid money at that point. Billionaire at that point, by the way. Like, this turns this 28 million account to like a billion. Wow. Wow. Hey, I got completely distracted, dude. What were we even talking about? What are we talking about, man? Appreciate it. The camera's looking crisp. Appreciate that, man. The only meme or non-RH coin I'm using is Spark. Yep, definitely using Spark. Crypto Bindu, donated 25. Appreciate the super chat. ATX, how do we get out after the PAMPs? What is the best way? Limit orders, liquidity providing, loans? All great questions, man. So, besides hex staking, or are you just gonna stay hard forever? Lol. No, dude, 100%. When pumps happen, there's a profit taking strategy. I have a very simple profit taking strategy as well that I've shared many times, but I'll share it again because why not? So let's just say this, for example. Make sure I'm sharing the screen. Cool. So let's just say this coin, for example. This is Pulse, okay? And we're going to get rid of all these little orders here just to make it a little bit easier. Minimize that and open this. All right, cool. So on Pulse Chain, say you're sitting on $10,000. I'm just using this just to talk, right? So you have $10,000 and you're right here. This is your average entry price. This is your price that you've actually bought at. This is all of your tokens. Whatever you got is all in right here. Well, the first thing is they on a double. So basically when it goes from 0.00014 to 0.00028, okay? So on that double, which would be right here, right? On that double, you sell 5%. It starts out small. Starts out super small, man. Starts out like this, where you end up going exactly like you see. We end up just like this, and this is available to all the Patreon members as well. So I type in 10,000. I have price of 0.0013 or 14, I guess I could say, just to make sure we're actually dealing with accurate numbers right now. So all the money that you had entered in would get you 71 million coins. That's basically how you'd be looking. That's 71 million Pulse in this example. On the very first double, when the price reaches 3028, you would sell 5%. Very small portion. Very small. 5%, which is 3.5 million tokens you would sell for a profit of $1,000. The idea of this is you don't cash out on the profit just yet. This isn't cash out into the bank money yet. This is cash out to buy the dips with into the future. So say it doesn't dip though, and you're sitting on the stable coin. Okay, not the worst. Then it goes up again to a 4x. Well, you sell 5% again. So the first time you took profit, it was 1,000. Second time you took profit, it was 1,900. By the time this sucker ends up doing somewhere in the ballpark of a 32x, you would have taken roughly around $26,000 in profit. You'd still be sitting on a bag of 55 million tokens after taking all the profit along the way. And again, ideally you would actually have a lot more tokens because you're going to be buying the dips with and all that good stuff. But let's just assume you never bought the dips or anything with that additional capital. You would have your 55 million tokens right here at the current price, would still leave you $247,000 in that bank account, and you'd be sitting on a profit of roughly around $26,000. Now, again, this is something that you got to just determine for yourself, but $250,000, money should be going into the account. 2024 is the year where money should be going into the bank. A small portion. And you should be evaluating always. But you take a small portion and send it into your portfolio. Send it into your bank. So out of the 26,000, maybe you take out 6. That's not enough to retire. That's not enough to do anything crazy. I get it, right? It's not enough to make it to where it's like, holy shit, this has changed my life, right? We're not about that. We're not trying to do that right now, right? The 5,000 allows you to cover your bills, cover your expenses, cover your car payments, cover stuff, right? Pay for food, pay for gas. Believe in the conviction in the ecosystem, and also change your mindset of holding forever upon ever upon ever. Now, the best play that you can make is to not ever sell, period. The people who hold these tokens, Pulse, PulseX, Hex, if you never sold, mwah, beautiful. But you also have to not be paying attention to the ecosystem because we're creatures of emotions. And so if you are in the ecosystem and you are paying attention to it, you probably should have a profit-taking strategy with the 5 Ps of proper preparation prevents poor performance. That's what this strategy comes up with right here. So the pumps, you should be taking a small percent of profit along the way. Once you end up with a certain portfolio amount, you can say, hey, after that, I'm sitting on $1 million in my portfolio. I want to cash out 50,000, put it in the bank, right? 5% of the portfolio, nothing crazy. And what I can stress to everyone, and what I can't stress enough to everyone, is don't be trying to always hit a home run, right? Stop trying to hit the home run on this. But everyone's going to make that decision for themselves. And it's tough. It's very tough to do, right? But yeah, I just want to share that as well. So hopefully that helped answer that question. But appreciate the super chat as well. What else we got, man? Yep, ATX. If I had the money, cool. Let me come on through. The only meme or non-RH token coin I'm using is Spark. Yeah, I'm in Spark as well. I use Spark to be able to gather more RH tokens. Right? Like, there's different strategies that you can use. I use those tokens to buy more of RH tokens. So I'm getting paid a daily yield on those platforms, and I'm using it to buy more RH tokens. And I've been able to build a sizable bag because I've used this strategy since Pulse Chain is launched. I'm not putting my money into a meme coin thinking this is gonna 10x. Nah, bro. I'm not trying to play that game. I'm not trying to play I gotta 10x this coin so that way I can 10x my bag of Pulse. I'm not playing that game. I don't think you should either. But everyone's gonna do their own thing. 4K, sweet. Can you upgrade my eyeballs though so you stop looking blurry? Camera stuttering. Yeah. Is it still stuttering actually, by the way? Let me know if the camera's like still stuttering or anything, guys. Still stuttering? Yeah. Let me see here. Wonder if I can lower the bit rate because it looks great on my camera. Oh, did I just? Oh, I did way too much, man. That's probably why. Man, I did way too much on that bit rate. Wow. Hopefully that fixed it. I basically had 10x more the bit rate than I needed, and it was causing it to stutter and delay. Silly me. Hopefully y'all give me a heads up on that as well. Yeah, I basically had a 10x the bit rate than I needed. Interesting. Yep, cool. Let me actually see what's going on here. All my Angelinas, if you got it, let me see it. All my Hexakins, if you got it, let me see it. Put them 555s in the chat, let me see them. We get rich as fuck harder. I love it. Such a great ecosystem. Getting the fastest, yep. Volume way low. My volume's low. How am I just now seeing that my volume's low? Is that us on the radio? What are we doing? Where's my volume at? These nuts. Mike. What day is it? Hump day. Turning up the mic a little bit, so let me know how it's sounding. I'm gonna turn it up quite a bit on that one. Alright, let me know how the sound is now. I'm getting lag, your volume went low, but maybe on my end. No, I think it was me. Camera lagging, audio great. You can hear it, now you're back. Slight lag. Hear you now. At some perfect point, RH will deploy some of his own funds and SAC wallets. Yeah, exactly. ATX, how do we get out after pumps? Yep, answered that one already. Crypto Bindu, thank you. Excited for this bull. Again, ideally, if you've taken profit along the way, you can just straight up switch it into whatever you want and throw it into the bank account. However you on-ramp into the ecosystem, you just do the exact opposite. So that's how that would work. Because like we're not trying to dump millions. Like clearly people have, and you can, and the order can probably get filled because there's $30 million in liquidity in there. So you won't experience as much slippage. But ideally you would take profit along the way and it would already be in stables or whatever you're holding, and then you just cash out. Same way you just get the cash in. Excited for this bull, me too. Thanks ATX, 55s, yes sir. Steak, do salami or prosciutto. Hey ATX, caught a live stream. Oh, it's because I'm over here like talking this way too. Huh. Wonder if I need to flip this around. So let me flip this around here. And that way I can talk into the camera, into the mic. But I have to change the setting on this one. Here, hold up. Bet. Alright, cool. So we're back over here again. Alright, what else we got? Camera smooth now. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. Send out the ladder too. Yeah, definitely ladder the stakes, right? But my first thing is just send out something 55-55. It'll help with the conviction, my guys. It'll help you, right? So that's my recommendation on that one. I'm DCing all the way. Camera smooth, absolutely. Hex is going to explode, no doubt. 5,555. Checks my pulse says 100%. Oh, and I should be back on. Yeah, cool. On regular screen again. Guys, I think that's going to be a fun one for the stream this time. We're going to be flipping some stuff up. We're going to keep trying some stuff. We're going to keep testing some stuff out. Keep getting better and better over here. But thank you so much for coming in, tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Shout out to all the Patreons as well. I'm going to do a little read of the Patreons. But I hope y'all all have a absolutely fantastic day, boys and girls, and night. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout, and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love